And hello! Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today we're doing another story quest because the voice actors still aren't back to work. This is probably going to drag out for a very long time. It's already been like, what, over half a year? It's been like 8-9 months maybe? And yeah, I'm riding the Aquabus. Although, where we're going today, we need to go to Poisson. So I kind of passed Poisson already. It's kind of back over that way. So I was thinking once we get off the Aquabus, we'll head over that way. Our story today is going to be based on Father of the Harbingers.
Well, aboard the Aquabus. Please
Or Harbingers?
keep your head, hands, and other body parts, as well as your canes, swords, cameras, and other personal items inside the boat at all
What's
times.
the sound do those birds make?
The Aquabus operator bears no responsibility whatsoever for any injury or loss incurred as a result of disobeying the rules.
I feel like you're supposed to say at the start of the ride.
Maybe it's a bit late for the disclaimer.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm happy you've had an incident-free journey today, and it was my pleasure to serve as your tour guide for this trip. Thank you!
This melusine seems very socially awkward. Like, very socially awkward. But it was a nice little ride. Now I can get off. Although, how do normal people get off? Whatever. Let's go ahead and go to Poisson and interact with, I forget what her real name is, but she is referred to as Father by Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. And probably other children. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
As soon as we teleport in here, we're right in a cutscene? Okay. Works for me, I guess.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice!
You didn't see Lenny, you just heard him?
Over here.
Hi, Lenny. Lenny! Let's just go with Lenny. We don't need to say it's been too long.
To borrow one of the
one of
more
those awkward-sounding
popular turns
birds.
of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion.
Not really, I
Running
picked a
into
quest
you two
here.
out of the blue like this has really made my day.
It's not
I
out of the
certainly
blue.
wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Got it.
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
What happened at home?
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
Nope.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
There hasn't been somebody
Well,
threatening your
Since
clothing
the two
shop.
of you are so curious,
The knave!
perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
That's her title other than Father.
You scared Paimon half to death!
You look like you're okay.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Heart stuff, right?
I have
We
no problem
totally
with knowing.
weren't trying to pry or anything.
No
I like
need to
Spry.
be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course.
You sensed it and
I can
didn't hear
also
it?
understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
True. Well, we are a little curious. We still have our reservations about your organization. Let's go just the first
I
one.
understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past.
Uh-huh.
And I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
I'm sure we won't.
As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House
depends.
of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past.
That sounds
As
nice.
for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal
Your
matter.
real name is Frank?
What sort of rumor?
Yes, please tell us,
A
Frank.
rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Some sort of ghost story, maybe?
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth.
Tell me
So
more.
I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors.
Probably.
Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
Papa, can you hear me? So I think of when I hear father so boldly instead of like dad or anything like that. I couldn't help but feel intimidated during the conversation with the knave. Now that she's gone, it feels like I can finally breathe again. Is she really that intimidating? Do I have to click past this one? She also suggests that we stick around for a few days. But why? To defend the children.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy.
Oh, really?
If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
I guess I could do that.
All right. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Paimon is
Of
still
course.
Paimon.
During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Okay. When the hearth flame goes out. What was the name of it? Ignis Purgatorius? Is that really the title? What? Yeah, house guest. I was about to say, I couldn't see on the map where we're supposed to go, but it's this way. Are we staying in this house? Looks like a Fremine type house, but I'm sure it's been here long before Fremine ever came over here. Are we going down? I think we may be going down. This way. Are we having a spot of tea outside?
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then.
Makes sense.
Should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay,
Wouldn't want that.
I'll come with.
Unless you don't like
There are
that.
all sorts of rumors about your
I didn't say anything already.
organization
He's
floating
fine with
around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Well,
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to come along.
It doesn't make him feel
Follow me.
uneasy. All right, help Lenny distribute supplies. All right. Do we got to go up again, or are we just going across over here? Doggy! Want your pet dog? Why can I never pet dog? Ah, dadgummit. We got to go up. You know what? Let's make it easy on myself. Teleport. All right, now we can glide there more easily. Haven't seen Lynette or Fremine yet. But supposedly they are down here somewhere. A crowd of people! I wonder what they could be talking about. Are those kids from the House of the Hearth?
Lenny, you're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
Probably me.
It's the Traveler and Paimon!
That's right.
No way!
Oh, we so famous.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
We so famous.
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
We're easy to
It's
fright.
alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Unless this is just a distraction.
Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain with his bare hands.
I don't have bare
heard
hands.
Paimon
They're
eats
just
so
regular
much
human
that
hands.
She can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days.
2
Wait a
2
second,
days.
That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all.
Mine's also a bit of a stretch.
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you.
My mom won't take food though.
We insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
That's worrying.
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I could still give you some pointers.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics. But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
I'm on. The dangerous suggestions keep on coming one after another. You start to get a bit overwhelmed.
Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything.
True.
I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
Absolutely. We definitely feel the love and danger.
Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
We'll try not to. need
Especially
anything.
if it's poison or something.
See,
I've got
definitely
all
won't try to
sorts of
tell
potions for
if we
that.
need anything.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
Having children so casual
right, see
about,
you
like,
later.
I could provide you with poison. Dang.
Bye!
Bye. They're so weird.
Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When
Doesn't seem
Foltz
like a
was
healthy
really
environment.
young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Are you sure they're not all sociopaths? The kids strangled all the household pets out of curiosity? He needs like the most professional of professional help. And if there is no help, he's gonna just grow up to be a criminal. there's probably not much anybody else can do about it. Which is very sad, but what can you do? Like, holy crap. Here we go, next area.
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
You can say
allow
that.
me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about.
Probably.
It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
That's very true.
We're making our way all across to that.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new
This area
opera
is
that
having
started
explored.
running recently? I think it's called The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
Tell us more.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
As you spend some time talking about popular culture, the atmosphere
After
becomes a
this
bit more
mission is
relaxed.
over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others?
Now you right.
It's like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
The plan.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Seems like there's division between the ones that are a
Guess
bit
this is goodbye,
more
then.
off it
If you ever
and
have
the ones
some
that are a bit
time,
more normal.
we should go see the opera together.
Sounds like a plan. So what was that plan in
Well,
Snezhnaya?
that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
No, I think you need to elaborate. Because I think that's going to be important for us in the
Well,
future.
they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
We should observe for now.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Linny's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Okay. All right, so did he go back to the house that they're renting? Gently glide down. Cutscene will trigger, right? Yep, there it is.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
They've certainly got a lot of personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well,
You got that
I should
right.
probably get cooking. Want to join?
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Fremine? What are you doing here?
Is there a problem with them being here?
Well,
Fremine! Nice to see you again!
you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
Did you come say what
We were
up?
just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the Traveler and Paimon.
What?
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were
need
you
a bib?
looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
Or
No problem. Give me a second here.
you want to know what it's for?
Water. Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for?
That's a late
You're
reaction.
not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
Did you find a stray kid?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
Could
it.
be because I'm growing, you know? And
Fremine,
Be
you
real
remember what I told you?
about honesty.
You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
That's what you got to
Tell me
say.
what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face.
The first time.
Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
yes. Just follow me.
All of us? Figure out what Fremine is hiding. What, did the knave take a beating or something? Or did the knave rescue someone? I could see it being something like the knave found like an abandoned kid or something. While in the middle of a mission or whatnot. Although we did just see the knave. So it's hard to say what happened. I reached the quest area. Do we gotta go up this way, or do we gotta go down somewhere? I'm guessing it's not on Navia's ship, wherever we need to be. Is it hiding on the backside? Is it this strange haired colored child?
Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've
Don't
just
know.
been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
That's quite a while.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find.
Also sounds like you're not
Father
letting
finds
them
out
you
about
talk.
this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the House, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
Relax.
I thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is...
She's
that
the
was
voice.
her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Seems like it.
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility.
So she's a straight up
If
spirit?
Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
Fair.
So
But you
what's
really
your
didn't
plan,
trust the
then?
knave?
You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
I don't know. One seems to be moving with heart. The other one seems to be moving with orders. I prefer the one with heart.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off.
Ah, she didn't say
No
standing.
way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I
Ooh.
just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Well, I imagine it
No
runs
one
pretty
can
deep.
Get out alive.
I'm sorry, Lenny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Lenny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I
Aw.
won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
It's more heartfelt, Paimon. Maybe we should stay out of it.
Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
It's raining in here.
Harry? Looks like she's not here either.
Does she do this so often?
It's time to leave.
Let's go jump in on their conversation unnecessarily.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything.
We are.
Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything all right?
Is he crying?
everything's fine.
That sounds like a lie.
Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all
He's a bit
friends here,
emotional.
right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
But sometimes having guests around can come in handy. Why are you trying to push us
What are
away?
you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Exactly. I think it'll be better if we stick around.
I just
Accept it.
thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you.
Mm-hmm.
I know things could
So
turn
give it a-
dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
That's
Me
not
too.
necessary. That's not necessary.
Back to the matter at hand, then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
How do you know her way is
I've
merry?
tried that already.
And?
And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared.
The cat came back.
She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they die, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Lynette showed up at the last second. It's not surprising.
Whoa!
Why are you so surprised? You scared me.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
She's mad.
And, when exactly did you get here?
Probably since the beginning.
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine.
What about us?
You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Okay, we're included as well.
What did we do?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I've
What do we
seen
do?
Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us.
Nope, she did.
But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette.
Of course she's not.
Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Alright, ask Clairvy about her origins. Take 5 steps and it's another cutscene.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Shut up, Paimon. Well, she's a spirit. She can actually...
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects.
Huh?
Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Wait, that's dark.
Does that mean the knave... She...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
No Perry on the roster?
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine.
I doubt that's what it
Maybe we
is.
should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
A
It
wish.
can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To go outside, where the sun can find me.
Why can't it find you?
It? Well, that sounds easy enough.
She was never able to go outside.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
What does she mean by that? Things can't be this simple.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try
Spew.
and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
Too late. We're kind of already here.
Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while.
Distract her.
You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Distract her.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Uh-huh. How should we contact you?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Be careful.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Why at the beach?
I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Okay, so go to the seaside to look for the knave. Alright, going. Looks like we might have to do a little bit of running and climbing in order to reach the nave. But we'll get there. Eventually. Might just take a little bit. A little more. There we go. I'm gonna skip the bridge ladder. It's definitely a bridge that's collapsed that you use as a ladder, but yeah. How haven't they fixed it? Here we go. Less than 50 meters away. Oh, there's a familiar face. It's Child.
And Child.
Yeah. He's still kicking.
Hey,
Not
aren't you supposed
left
to
in
be
the abyss.
Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Why wouldn't
I
you?
was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Mustard?
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
Mustard!
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Did she?
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically,
That sounded
unless
loaded.
Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
Uh-huh.
the worst of it is over. It's all
Uh-huh.
thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they
Yeah,
really
you probably
did
got
help
some
speed up
poison in
my
the mix.
recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to
Old
tell me
man.
I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's
Old
the
man?
one. I heard Regrador's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do
Criticizing
without,
her
I'd
own
say.
organization?
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Just casually trash talking their colleagues behind their backs.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just...
Wanted to learn more about you.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Can you
Is that
believe it?
so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
So?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction.
That
At
is
least
true.
Tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
Come on, you're making it obvious. If the Knave leaves right now, she's sure to run into Lenny and Clairvy. Should I release the bird Lenny gave us? No. We should try to get her talking about something else first. About the House of the Hearth. What does the organization mean to you? Let's go with that one.
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way,
Isn't
if you
Tusser the one that
ever
we met?
betray them, I'm just letting you know. I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At
Oh.
least, that's what I heard.
Is she Perry? I'm going to make a guess right now. She's Perry.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
The Knave betrayed the House of the Hearth? So that mean what Clairvy said was true? Does the Knave really treat her children like test subjects? I don't think she's the founder of the House of the Hearth. I think she used to be just a member of it. They were doing experiments back then when she was a child with Clairvy. And after what happened to Clairvy, she overthrew the House of the Hearth, made it her own, and now really just takes in problem children or children without homes.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Enlighten me too.
Nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly.
Not completely.
I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
Well, she's not wrong about
Call
it.
yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
So much for learning anything else about her betrayal. She probably only revealed that other secret in order to change the subject. Seems like she's trying to avoid talking about her past.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
I don't think she betrayed the
Good.
kids.
Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything.
Including their life?
Their life.
Yep.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
It's very bad for her roots.
Okay. I get the picture.
As the conversation shifts towards the top of Tonia and Tusert. Okay, screw it. If it's not going to give me time to read it, I'm not going to read it.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Maybe heal up first.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary.
Fascinating.
You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see...
You weren't heading back to base?
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
Something like that.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
She probably did with the way you were like,
Issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Okay. Should probably slow it down because I'm running out of stamina. And I still gotta glide a bit. Ooh, investigate. And invest bit. Cabbage. Alright. Oh, where are we trying to go? Are we trying to go back to their house that they rented? Wait, is everybody at the House of Hearth staying in that one house? Oh, there is no floor left for anybody to lay on. Kitty cats, hello. Where's Clearvy?
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clearvy can't go into the sunlight.
What do you mean? She's secretly a vampire?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
But then...
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or...
But she wants to go out
it
into
would
it.
be your wish if that were the case.
No, not necessarily. Could be something that she wants to
we could
overcome.
Always try pushing her into it.
Not sure if pushing works on non-corporeal being. On a non-corporeal
true.
being.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look. Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, L'Endroit, Chambel, Horaire.
Correr. Landios. La Puyande. Jambel. Why were they all executed?
Oh, yikes. That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
You're judging just by the look.
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended.
But
It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave,
not
It may
necessarily.
seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
What if that's not actually what happened, though? Solemn atmosphere descends over the group,
Our
and
name's
we don't
not
get to finish
here,
reading.
huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine,
He's thinking.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little
Off.
strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
that's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members
Understandable.
get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filiol and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filiol and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's
Understandable.
told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
I mean, it's the House of the Hearth.
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
That doesn't sound good.
Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
No.
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Looks like the Fatui are plotting something big. But given how little Lenny and the others seem to know about it, I probably won't be able to learn much. I should keep a sharp eye out during any future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clarvey situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
At least you can see it coming now.
Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clarvey for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Rest at the temporary accommodations. We gotta share the floor with everybody? Rest. Your mind races with all sorts of thoughts. You try to rest, but you don't get to read the rest.
I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all.
Too crowded.
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Lenny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
No.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Don't I do that normally? You can just hide by me.
Trust his effort, Traveler. Look! Look over there!
Clarvey? What's she doing over there?
Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees!
I could also see this going another way. It could also be something like Clarvey doesn't actually exist. She's just something from the Fatui in order to attack the House of the Hearth. I can see that being another thing. Though I don't think that's what it is. Let's keep following.
Over there!
Follow Clarvey. She jumped. It's now over here.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast!
Not necessarily. She went outside. Well, there's no sunlight. Yeah, if she was just a projection of something fake, that would explain why you can't see her in the daylight. We're gonna hang back and see what happens. Like, are we gonna hide and see her interaction with somebody else?
Clarvey!
I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
Window? There's nothing here.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting? It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool, something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable, including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen
The
it
doctor.
happen again and again, and I've had enough.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way,
That's why she goes
I'd
by
never
father.
see her
She doesn't want to
again.
be seen
if
as a
only
mother.
Perry were here, she'd understand.
Perry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
I'm not sure either. She's a spirit. Could be anything. Let's go with the first one.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer.
Yeah, we got ears.
She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
Well, she died.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
I'd love to see it.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. We should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
After some time, Clairvy seems to come back to herself. She gives a weak smile and leaves.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
The night passes.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Before we do that, I have a question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the knave and the doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
Doubt it.
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Let's focus on the plan for now.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the raid spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me either.